Yeah.
All three times zone.
Yeah. So yeah, no other just
Okay.
so we had to pick him up at midnight. Just because he has to do his class, he gets done at 2:00.
4 o'clock flight,
Yeah,
and we were here, and then.
right, so we,
That's like something.
I don't know.
We had no hair.
I can see on his son.
But we took care of it. Lee picked him
I
up.
just I don't know. Like, I can just close this. Like, is that decent? That's fine.
Yeah, because I was about ready to go to bed when you called. I'm like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah,
that-
speaker.
Very nice.
And we could even move this one chair right here. So
I
no
will
one
tell you
blocks
that
it.
he was very peaceful. He was not in any pain, he didn't struggle. Yeah. He did have a hard time, leading up to that. It went very peacefully, and he's had a very long life.
You're the closest
Yeah. Yeah.
PhD.
Maybe.
You've met my husband before, but it's been years. Huh?
10 years?
Yeah. You came for a wedding, you came for something, when I came and visited you, or? Okay, then that was it.
When am I?
And I don't know how long Crystal was married.
No,
Seems like a long time, right? I don't know. I couldn't even guess when she got married.
I was here as a bowling group or like around there, nothing was for that, nothing was there.
Yeah, that's your memory keeper.
Like playing field, they were playing to like around there.
Oh, Noah. Okay, right.
So much more.
Not like that, the city kind of ended there,
Yeah.
then it goes all. But it's safe part. Yeah. Like on the backside when
I didn't think about it.
On the backside of the probably playing field. Like from Aurora, like Oswego or something.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Rohan. Hey.
We never really. We go through
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
Only have 6 viewers. Oh no.
Okay, it is being recorded.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want the 6 little individual, if you want my phone to use it, it's fine. Oh,
Can you see who it is? We should make. Yeah. Oh, more people are joining.
yeah, we sent it to like about 20.
Before the highway.
Huh?
20 people?
And then they'll share it with other people.
Oh, okay.
I said, I'm not really sure. All right, Angel, this is my oldest daughter.
Oh,
Hey, how
This
are
is
you?
Asha.
Asha.
So this again is another cousin that came and lived with us.
Yeah.
He didn't stay very long.
She's
like about
actually
a
my
month.
boy.
I am his boy, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
we're about the same age. I'm young. Yeah. I act younger, so therefore. But him and Umang and me and Amit, we had a summer together, tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Right? We just played every single day. We
Every
messed
day.
around and got in trouble and,
It's fun.
yeah. And this is my younger son, Noah. This is Sejal.
Noah and Asha, it's easy.
Yeah. And Mira, I have a third one around here. I don't know where she is though. Oh, there she is over there. Yeah, she's over there. That's my third one.
There's more.
Yeah. But yeah, they're all big.
How old are you?
We're like 10.
I was, no, I was 12 or 13, I want to say.
No.
It's 82, 83, 82. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, all right. Well, then I wasn't as young as I thought I was.
The way.
That is the way. That is just the way I behave. All right, I gotta go play the music because I see people coming in right now. No, not that you're on music, and then I'm going to, you guys can take a seat. They said the family, you know, they go right here. They said the family can sit in front. Try to take a seat. I didn't, it's on mine. Mom's phone. Mom's phone. Mom's
Been
chat.
a few years.
Thomas is in charge.
Yeah, there's.
Hey, it's right there.
Just said.
I know.
Police. Everywhere.
That looks horrible. But I can move it in the middle. That'd be better, but that, yeah, that doesn't, I don't like the plan.
Yeah.
Come this way, or do you want to go around?
So you come here 30 or something.
You want them to come here and then go around this way. So then we can. The whole thing. Exactly. Yeah, the next thing we just need to start in line one. So, you want to get this, come this way? I'm gonna suggest forward, so then they are guided to go that way. What do you think? They would be going forward, so it directs them to go behind. Set it here, right, and then come around. And then back again. Okay, that gives them a full circle. And that's how you want to sit, right, facing the
Want to wear it?
You don't just put it in the chair.
You're supposed to do something cool, so I think that's
There are people watching. 15 people watching. Realize the calories.
Yeah, they're probably.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Because they say that.
Vera. This is my sister,
Dan's my cousin-in-law.
Thank you.
We're all in until you're 71. If I can hang on this.
Nice to see you, man.
Yeah, they're all watching the TV. Michael, Kevin.
It's always a good family get together.
Yeah. You know, when I brought in the cooler, they asked me if there was anything in there. It's an Indian game, not an Irish. Oh, he's such a good man. My father-in-law for 40 years. Not one complaint from him.
That's amazing. What a fulfilled life.
It was Cherry Street, right?
Yeah, he gave us 2 weeks notice.
I came over and Barbara
Went into hospital today. Slowly with no nutrition.
That was a good summer.
But even after day 10, he goes, I had no idea it was going to take this long.
Oh, that's sweet. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's a long time. It's not like he had heavy reserves. It might take me longer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I could go a real way.
Okay, well, take
Thanks
care.
for coming.
Oh yeah. Walk around. I'm walking that kind of basically Steve Brooks, David Sweeney. Like after we all graduated with our separate ways, we got kids and family. You know. We're all. I thought it was just so right. I'm looking someone. The couples partners share lockers. Pictures up there. Sorry about that. Pops along. You're gonna help me put up the audience, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're in the tomorrow.
Oh God. I don't know what happened. I mean, Well, listen, it's better than 1-11.
First
The last 10 years before that. Nice. Well, we listen, he brought the program back a long way. Matt Rule, who's the Nebraska coach, came out last week and said, I've been approaching this all along. Because he was critical of Dion in the transfer portal and hitting it hard 2 years ago. He's like, I've never recruited an 18-year-old high school. He's like, that doesn't work.
It doesn't work anymore.
He's like, I'm moving. Yeah, so I mean, he's ahead of us now. So it really helped. And if he leaves, we had a blast, 2 years or 3 years. But I think he might stay. Listen, I think he's got all these great recruits like Juju Lewis.
I think he wants to do 10 years.
And he loves it. He's like, I've never been to Colorado, not even when I played there. No, I played this place is absolutely my favorite spot outside of my ranch in Texas. Maybe I'll let you go. Thanks. Yeah,
You can see it.
good to see you as well, my friend.
Anytime.
Okay. And when I went to high school and grade school with me, yes. We've been since about 1980 when I moved here. The first people I ever met. We were in every class. He was a lot smarter than he was proclaimed that he was the smartest man we'd ever meet. And he was right. That was after beer. That was after beer. Good to meet Michael, wait, did you know this is the smartest man?
Oh my God. We told that one.
A bunch of us. It was about 5 of us.
Yeah, I think it's on my birthday.
I was going to bring that up and I forgot.
Oh, God.
Was that for fans?
Yeah, 138. No, that's not fine. Anyone can be perfectly free.
He's making his speech.
How are you? So we work together. So we and I was together. He and I were together. We are all state farmers. That's our relationship. Okay, so is everything good? You guys are holding up with grandchildren?
Yeah, my 3 boys are back here.
Yep.
All the kids.
So who is your grandson?
Michael,
Okay,
Patrick.
so Michael, Patrick, Kevin, and my 2 boys are the same age.
Oh,
So 2
okay.
of them, not 3 of them. I think Michael is the oldest one. He's
Right.
30.
6.
36.
Patrick's turning 35 in
Yeah.
March.
Okay, so Patrick and my older son, and then Kevin and my younger son. So
Okay.
that's why we know about it from Surbi all the time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hi. Good to
How are
see
you?
you.
So we will make them with him with full life. Maybe you guys are all making it. How are you doing? Oh, yeah.
She's got a year after Alexis got to get out of school.
I should look it. And then tell me where I'm going.
You're on a need to know basis. Such a good life.
Oh, okay.
wonderful family, great I have a company with quite a bit like this. Are you doing? Yes. We're watching my wedding. Are you? Yes. I know you would like me to read this, so keep up the good tradition. I like very much.
You're not doing it. It's tough.
Yeah, we went to the Taste of India.
That's right, we did that. I was there when you were
Too. I think they feel like they try to Yes, this is the stream right now. Yes. To the WhatsApp link, the Friends of JK Patel. I think you're on that one. The link is there. The connection happened today, right? We couldn't send the link until we started the show, so but the link is out there now on the. Oh, my son did that, so. Yep, somebody did.
Check the box.
Yeah.
Everybody's growing and we have said.
Just very little, yes. I
Nice to meet you. But I know you.
91, good run. Good man. Like I told Debbie and Colleen, 40 years would have probably gone never. Great man.
Such a gentle guy.
Yes.
My sympathy stand.
No, thank you.
It is on the India group that is created for.
Tell somebody. Are you able to send it?
It's probably suited. It's probably
It's
suited. There's always a missing phone. It's hers. Last night she had to use my phone to call her phone because her phone was out.
That's exactly what's happening. You can do on your phone, that's your way I can find my
She didn't know how to do that.
You know, there's some I'm having a conversation, I'm thinking, what do I do with my phone? I'm like, I'm talking on it. I'm so sorry. Your son? Okay.
Very lucky guy.
Yes, nice guy.
He looks great.
Today, yes. I'm friends with Sophia Dan.
67 years ago.
Little when he was
87. 4 years apart.
I know, exactly. I'll be praying for your family.
And thank you.
She said you have crazy photos. I mean, she didn't have to laugh. Whatever she had it, after that she did it. Oh, next time. Oh, very good.
Wonderful life.
I know, I flew in just for the weekend, like him and Kinley's birthday, we're gonna celebrate, and then I saw they were having an invitation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's mine, yeah.
Right. We're friends with Susie. Yeah, friends with Susie.
Yeah, I know.
And are you brothers, or?
Yeah, this is one. Yeah, you can't say first
Oh, yes, yeah, so brother-in-law,
It's a priority.
beautiful family.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I lived in the B90 what, 70 years? Almost 70.
Yeah, 67. Wow. Yeah, wow. I've known him for 44 years. It's a long time. A great man, yeah.
I'm sorry for the loss. We're friends at Subi's.
Oh, there she is. Where's your Suge, your friends are Mr.
I know.
They knew you was one.
I'm I agree with all of them. I've known them for a long time. This is my husband.
John Butler. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I don't know who's next to you.
Hey, Lee. Renee. Will you ask Lee to turn the music up?
Yes.
I'm watching the whole camera.
Hi, Susie. Hello, Mike. Sorry. So, she can feel like we did before she like so long. Mike Bender. I work with Artie. Yes, I hear a lot about you. Only good stuff. Sorry for your loss.
Oh, okay. No te preocupes.
I'll just send it to you.
Like just sort of like. She was my younger sister's too. Yes.
He's like a very big present.
I'm so glad he has your daughter's wedding too. Right, yeah.
Did you enjoy that picture?
Even a grandmother.
This is the view.
Meet and I were 8 hours. A long time. Come back here. It is,
I'm so sorry about it. Hi. Hi. Lisa. We own the gym that CD teaches in. Yes. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, of course. So sorry.
Goodness that attracted all the
Yeah.
I'm Margaret. Nice to meet you. I'm here to Subi. Oh, very nice to meet you. I've seen your pictures before. I'm Margaret. I'm a friend of Suji's friend. Starting a long line about her. I'm Carol. I'm Margaret. I'm Suji's friend from Elmhurst. Yeah, I hear about it, guys. Nice to meet you. Friends from Elmhurst. Nice to meet you. I'm Carol. I'm friend of Suji's from Elmhurst. Oh, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Meg, friend of Suji's. I'm so Hi, friend of Suji's.
Thanks for making it trip.
And my mom actually get along with her, right? She would call your father. She worked in this is my brother, Amit, and this is my brother-in-law, Dan.
Yes. We get the drop off.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for making the trip.
So I said, that's my Are you writing a book? What a life!
Like my brother and I grew up with it, and we knew, oh, that cousin lived with us, that cousin lived with us, and that cousin lived with us. But it wasn't until we sat down and wrote it did we know like the numbers. Like it was, yeah, like we didn't realize the numbers of people that used to rent. But it was like because that was just our life. Like we just lived with these people.
And then you rated all the people around you from little kids to adulthood, right? I mean, that was his whole, helping people through their life's journey. So amazing. Chris,
Brother-in-law Dan.
Hi, hello. We're friends of Suju and Agden.
Are you?
Oh,
Dan. Brother-in-law.
see you on the set, right? Thanks for having me.
Yes, 100%. Oh, yes, you're tweeting today, right? Very nice job.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. Subi Sultan. Very nice to meet you. I'm very sorry. He's a great man. Bless him.
I'll just try to go yeah, that's right. Oh, yes. As a young age. That's just omit it and they can just and find us out there. No, I'm just
Maybe
your friends just come and then they scatter out and come find you.
We don't need generics. Just in the name
He just said something.
So I'm in transition. I'm trying to retire. Move to Canada. Your father was good grandfather to your father.
Oh, wonderful.
My father was from here. They were invited to the birthday party on Christmas Day, but they couldn't make it. So my father proposed it on today. I said, no, it's not a good idea.
Thank you for coming in. Tell your dad happy birthday.
Daddy, we have to जाना बनवाना पहले मैडम ने आपके लिए अच्छा नहीं
Yeah, oh, I got a people change. I got a party. So I got, I was very serious. And I'm Leslie. I'm a college. So I remember when you were looking for and I saw your voice and they talked about it. And you were there.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yeah, there we go. I'm Leslie. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm so sorry. How are you?
Ah, right, okay. Very good. I know. To everybody. Pretty well too. He's good. Yeah.
Very good man.
Take care.
Oh yeah, it's live streaming. I'm like, I keep stepping back, and I don't want to block anybody. Yeah, two of them are. Patrick's two are here. They're the three boys right there. You never know where Brady and Edie are. Despite Brady's not on the shoot here. Yeah, too much of this going around.
Canary, I know. I recognize you. Yep. I was so glad that I got through it. Yeah, I'm so I do. And I didn't know it because I was just my dad. It's not until you grow up.
Yeah, we're only a mile from the Patel, so convenient to be there all the time. So. And Artie's right there too. So, boy, that's Susan, man. She have a track between here and Elmhurst. She just kept driving back and forth.
I'm good. Very good dog. So that's all I got to do. And it's just, you know, tomorrow when I go to call him, it's just, well, towards the end, so he had some issues, right? So I didn't see it, you know. My other sisters now getting me so I see them every day. Something to look forward to. I can call. Hi, look, we were so nice of you. Happy to pick up the phone and say nothing. Thank you, Sandy. I'll take all the hugs. You give this back to Sandy. All right. Yes, that's right. I do remember. We had burritos together. That was something that you wanted to do.
One of those rotations. So I've been married for 40 years.
Hello, I'm Suji. Yeah, I'm the third daughter.
Just come to the shortest
I know. Yeah, Suji. Yeah, Suji. Auntie Suji, and then my brother and me. Yeah. And you are? I know you. He talks about you. Rotary, right? I know. Okay. Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember it was a good time. I agree. What a guy. When all the kids were there, the lady was talking to me.
Sorry, too, man. I'll see you at
Is this your Kevin of class?
Yeah, well, he's clean shaven.
That's probably it.
Yeah, because he's always been like Michael, always carried a little one.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Where are my colors? Nice. Really nice. God bless you. Nice to see you.
Very nice.
You're already
I have a daughter with us Yes, I am. And the third daughter.
That's always the way it is. No, my son and daughters. Oh, okay. My son is 50. Oh, it's been that long.
Yeah, I'm daddy's little girl and I'm 50. Oh. So
We
I
knew
get it.
that. That's right.
I get it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
I know. Well, Jim was free when we were, well, there's no point in because we had our birthdays. It's very important. And you came, for Chad, yeah.
Hey, you know, just some of the neighborhoods. Oh my gosh, she's so special. I love that we in the retirement book. You had mentioned
Exactly, yeah, very much so.
You're gonna miss him, man. You're gonna miss him.
Well, your mom, she loves make sure we do. I'm so sorry.
So he was understanding everything you said. Yeah, he was listening, smiling.
Good, how are you?
Well, now you can put a face to the series, right? Ah, okay. Very nice.
We're soulmates. And this is my brother-in-law BJ. Hi BJ, I'm Stacy Hendrick. Nice to meet you. And my husband Rick.
Do you want to tell us about the
Where is he? I'll find him.
Thank you.
Sorry for your loss.
How are you, man? I know, they seem to love you, everybody does.
I need my speech prepared.
If anything, actually, you have that Vaishnava Jana was practice. We put that into practice. Vaishnava Jana song.
Yeah, I know.
That song but he showed us how to implement that, not just talk about it.
He was such an amazing man. Is there anything that you can do? Is there any advice that you can just let us know? Can we help you in any way?
No, I think
She's really okay, sorry to waste time. Yeah, so if there's anything, let us know. Take care.
so nice of you. You need to connect with him. No, I keep thinking of you.
I'd say the same to you. You need to connect.
Yes.
A good life, 91. What is now at least. I was telling my wife, he was the pediatrician of both my boys. The older guy is 22 now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he was the pediatrician of both the boys. Great asset. Sorry for last
Hello, Hi. How are you doing? I'm good. How are you? Yeah. कैसे बढ़िया बढ़िया बस
What a lovely family you are. I. Nice to see you too. Is that Jim? What's this building?
I know Joe. And he's 94 years old. He had his family all around. You remember my list. How did that work out? That was amazing. That was such a good time. Did you guys do your issues on your way? We did. As a matter of fact, oh, we did. Yeah, so we were talking to like, are you over the summer for the night? Yeah. I said, was it yours or Russ's? I'm not sure, but I loved it. I said to you.
Hello. There we go. What we're going to do now is just have a few more buttons being sung, and if you haven't had the opportunity yet to come and pick up some petals and go ahead and place them on my father's casket, please go ahead. It'll just be a little bit of time, so you can also just go ahead and your condolences to my mother during this time also. So just letting you know what's going on. A few more buttons, and feel free to come do petals or say anything to my mom. Okay? Thank you.
I know.
It's easy.
Okay, yeah.
I know how it is. I know mine at all.
What's the I'm in support of me tonight. Yeah, thank you.
And this is my husband, Lee. Nice to meet you. Take care of You guys were our next door neighbors growing up.
What's going on? Keep it stable here.
Nice to meet you.
Maybe what's different. What happened to that? Juju is now. Her mom was like, mom's pretty strong. Oh, yeah. I just thought that.
They all
I think we met her.
boys. I believe.
Everybody wants to see.
Where the community here. Where do they live relative to here? Mostly east. Further east, okay. And the college is west of here, right? Well, I should this line. Is there a singer somewhere? Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought I was looking up someone standing. Hey, I'm sorry about your Vikings. Yeah, I think I know the translation. Anybody works there? I'm
Yeah.
No, I just have to give a walkover around the casket.
Hello. Anybody yet?
No.
No, not yet. There's now. Sounds like it's working now. Okay. Thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna start some sharing of memories and some nice words about my father now. So, good afternoon. I'm Amit Jivan's son. Today, I stand before you with a heart full of love and gratitude as I share a few words about my father. A man whose life was marked by generosity, kindness, and an unwavering commitment to those he loved. First and foremost, my dad was a deeply generous person. He was generous with his time, his resources, and most of all with his heart. He taught me that true generosity comes not from the things we give, but from the willingness to help others without expecting anything in return. Whether it was offering a listening ear, giving someone a place to stay, or going out of his way to support others in need, my father was always there to lend a hand. My dad also valued education. He believed in the power of learning, no matter your age or your sex. In his hometown of Ottawa, when the local school couldn't afford to offer a 10th grade class, my dad paid the teacher's salary for a year. During the pandemic, one of the silver linings was our weekly Zoom calls with my parents and my siblings. It was a chance for us to catch up and pray together. It was on these calls that I saw my father embrace technology because he learned to Zoom. During each call, we would recite the Serenity Prayer, a prayer that encapsulated so much of what he was. God, grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. My dad lived these words every day of his life. He has the serenity to accept things beyond his control with a smile, even in the face of adversity. His patience, kindness, and calm demeanor were constants, especially during these last few months. My dad also had the courage to change things, to make a difference in the lives of others. In his early days as a doctor, he founded an Achu clinic where he would never turn anyone away, regardless of their ability to pay. And this continued with his practice in Bloomington. The same generosity extended to his home, where he opened his doors to countless friends and family, offering them a place to stay and guidance that shaped their futures. I started to list all the names, and we'd be here for a very long time if I read them. Over the past few days, many people have shared with me stories of how my dad touched their lives. I'm so thankful that his legacy lives on in the hearts of all those he helped, and I'm proud to be his son. Some of my fondest memories of my dad include racing him to the closet when he got home from work, wrestling with him as he tried to change out of his work clothes, playing carom, a tabletop game where you flick the discs into corner pockets. His geometry skills were amazing. The times he taught me to play bridge, 3, 2, 1, other card games, and sometimes we played in the back of the station wagon. The countless hours we spent together playing ping pong in the basement, and he could still beat me. Gardening with him and Mom, where I learned not just about plants, but the value of simply being there. These memories, along with so many others, will stay with me forever. They are the essence of who my father was. A man who gave of himself, who made others feel welcome, and who always was present with love and laughter. While we may feel the sadness of his loss today, let us also take comfort in knowing that his legacy, his lessons, his love, and his kindness continue to live on in each of us. Thank you, Dad, for everything. You will always be in our hearts. Others of the family that come and also share some of their memories of my father. Suji?
Hi. First, I want to thank everyone for taking time today to come and honor my father. And more importantly, I want to thank you from all of our hearts for being a part of our lives. It just means the world to me. In case you don't know, I'm Suji. I am the third daughter, and I consider myself Daddy's little girl. I did when I was 4 years old, and I still do at my young age of 56. On his 91st birthday, I asked my dad what he wanted for his birthday, and he said, I want you to come and visit me and sit on my lap and give me a kiss. And that's exactly what I did. I find myself searching for the words that describe someone who has meant so much to me. Not just to me, but probably to a lot of people here. My dad was my rock. He was my teacher. He was my partner in adventure. He wanted to laugh with me. He was my first love. Sorry, Lee. To be his daughter was my greatest gift of life. The dad I remember and the dad that I will carry in my heart is forever young. He was full of life and full of laughter. He wasn't the one that just taught me how to walk or how to tie my shoe. He was the one that taught me how to play. Whether it was ping pong, we played a lot of ping pong, tennis or mini golf. Where's Deepa? We played a lot of mini golf. Dad always made time for fun, and we had a lot of fun. Bet you didn't know that my dad was a notorious cheater. Pretty much every game that we played, he tried to cheat. But he did it so blatantly that he would sit there and wait for us to catch him, right? And so we'd all end up laughing about his cheating. We just joined in on the fun. But beyond the laughter, Dad was patient, caring, and wise. And he had a way of making everyone feel seen and valued. Children were drawn to him and he to them. He always loved kids and kids always loved them. And wherever and whenever we were, or where we were, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, children would come up to him and say, Dr. Patel, can I have a lollipop? And sure enough, he left the house with both pockets full, and he passed them out. He was empty pocket by the time we got home. And we do have some lollipops around just to continue his memory or his trademark. My dad was so many things. He was an amazing dad. an uncle, a dada, a husband, and a loving grandfather. But to me, he was simply my dad. He was just someone, he wasn't someone who provided for my family. He was someone who shaped who I am. He taught me what it means to live a life of purpose, to face challenges with courage, and to always, always do what is right. His advice is unmatched. I didn't even recognize that it was advice. He always brought me to a conclusion with a question. What can we do? Like, you got this, Fuji. It was the sense that we were in it together. His insights, his gentle guidance, his belief in me shaped me to the woman I am today. I am so thankful for everything he gave me, the love, the laughter, the strength, and the countless memories. In the house that I grew up, we had a poster, and I mean like legit a felt poster that we got as a giveaway at his office. And it was the poem, "Children Learn What They Live." And for the 16 years that I lived there, I never understood what it meant until I had children. And these were the values that my parents lived by. If children live with encouragement, they learn confidence. If they live with tolerance, they learn patience. If children live with acceptance, they learn love. And that was my father. Encouraging, accepting, and loving in every way. Dad, I don't know how you kept on giving. I mean, I was a handful. But I am bound to thank you for everything. For your kindness, for your selflessness, and his endless generosity, for his tenderness, his honesty, and the love that he gave me, for being my dad, my hero. I love you, Dad, forever and always. Next.
Hi, I'm Dan Canary. I'm Sue's husband and the first son-in-law. I met Dr. Patel when I was a very young man. And think about it, he was too. I was 19, he was 47. And here I am, I want to date his daughter. And at that time, I knew I wanted to marry his daughter. So 3 years of dating. Took me a lot of courage to make an appointment with him and to ask for his daughter's hand in marriage. Though he was the kindest man, I was still sweating to death asking, and he played very coy. He looked at me, he thought, I could say no. But he said yes, because he was such a kind man. The things that I learned from him, first of all, he was always kind. Kindness came first. The other thing is, he was a listener. He wanted to hear what you had to say. He wanted to know what you had to say. Understanding, incredible understanding. He was willing to understand that everybody is different and everybody has their own problems. But he was willing to listen and understand. And the other great thing that I recognize from this man is patience. He had patience for me, his family, his friends, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, and he was always so giving. And he was the kindest man that I've ever met. And our two worlds couldn't have been further apart. Me being an Irish Catholic, him being a Indian. But he was accepting. And he was wonderful. And as my father-in-law, never one complaint from me. He was the finest, him and Ma both, were the finest people I could ever have had in my life. And some of the funny things about him were when we were all together and we did something and it was funny, he'd say, okay, everybody stop. Do that again so I can get a picture. So you're like, you know. And all the meals that we shared together, he always was like, we were not eating it right. Hey, I'm eating it all. Put it all together at the same time. And the other thing is it didn't matter. He said, hey, have you ever had this? I'm like, after 44 years, I think I've had it all. But he wanted to make sure that I tasted everything. And he was just such a loving, caring man. And it shows in all of his children. It shows in all of his grandchildren and all of his great-grandchildren. And it was an honor of my life to meet and spend 44 years with this man. So thank you all for coming.
Who's next? Michael.
Michael.
First son-in-law, first grandkid.
Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Canary. Dada was my grandfather. You know, how do you put this in 2 minutes, right? There's so much to say, so many stories to tell. But I can tell you, you know, the joyous part has been to hear all these stories and all these different perspectives, right? 91 years. You know, we were sitting at the table with Jivanbhai, and we were all pointing the finger at each other like, no, that's not how it happened. This is how it happened, right? So many years of memories and things to talk about. And it's been really great to hear. But I want to focus on one thing that Dada has taught me and that I've learned from him over the years. And again, this is my perspective, right? But Dada was always there. And I think that's what I want to focus on. He never missed an event. And to think about 91 years, there's a lot of events. Every birthday party, baptism, Thanksgiving, Christmas, right? And then he's got his own kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. He made time to be there at everything. I can't remember an event where Dada was not there. You know, and I think that just goes to show what kind of person he was. He wanted to have an impact on everyone. Everyone he encountered, you could count on him. And, you know, this led me to one other conclusion from all of this is that, you know, his family, everyone, his family meant everything to him. You know, in our lives, some people are not so lucky to have someone like Dada in their life, or they may have lost loved ones too soon. But Dada's impact spans 4 generations. So for him to live such a long and fulfilling life, for his great-grandkids to have made fond memories with him and will know him as Dada is why he will always be with us in our hearts and minds. Dada's presence in our lives is forever a core memory. Whether it was the chocolate, the dum-dums, the endless learning, his knowledge and wisdom that he passed down to us, but really at the end of the day, his endless love for his family and all of his children. It's just made it so clear to me how important family is in the short time we have on this earth together. It's our purpose in life, it's our legacy, and he's the role model and family man that I hope to emulate. And so, Dada, we will miss you, but just know that we are all better from our time that we had with you together. Thank you.
Sanjay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I had a special relationship with that being the first generation immigrant, both of us, we shared things differently, slightly differently than the rest of the family. And it was always interesting to see how he balanced the two together. And so he is my role model in raising the family, and he showed that it's not just words that matter, it's actions. He was a man of very few words, but through his actions, you could see how he put this whole family together. I mean, his all these arguments, and anytime there was an argument, he always was playing for the long game, and he would lose, he would give up give up the battle to win the war. And that is how he built every event, everything that he did was so thoughtful, and it was very interesting to be there and see him execute that. His favorite prayer was Vaishnava Janatu Te Mere Kahiye, and he showed by examples how to live that. He was not just reciting it, but all his actions were guided by that. And, he was a great grandfather, like everybody said. Um, he spent so much quality time with all of his grandchildren, and he made special effort to build connections and bonds with them. And he knew personal things about each one of them. And that is a lesson for me to learn, be able to connect with family and what it takes to build that family. On a lighter note, I know Amit referred to his embracing technology and Zoom. He had embracing in quotes, that's right. So he had a love-hate relationship with technology. He loved it because he was able to connect with people so easily. I mean, he was amazed when WhatsApp and the cell phone came and he could reach out to people, and that was his passion, just meeting and talking and connecting with people. And the phone enabled him to do that. The computer enabled him to do that. Email enabled him to do that. But the frustration that he had was he expected the computers and the phones to be as reliable as a lawnmower or a snowblower, right? If a snowblower breaks, you go get it fixed, and then it runs. It's not like it works today, it's not going to work tomorrow. But with software, he didn't understand the concept of, oh, there was an update, and it downloaded, and the thing that you could do yesterday has changed. Now it was here. And the context sensitivity of the browser, he just couldn't grasp that. If you click right mouse here, it means something else. If you click the left mouse here, it means something else, and that frustrated him. He wanted to master it, and ultimately, when he couldn't get it, it was the fault of the technician. You don't know this. I'm going to ask Amit. Amit was his photograph. He had no confusion. So I'm going to miss those technical support calls. In the middle of the day, Vijay, I'm having a problem with my email. Can you stop by on your way back? And another thing, funny incident that he was playing, this is relating to the grandkids, and he was spending time with Alok and Rohan and Advika, and just being a child and playing, and they were jumping all over him. And then all of a sudden he screamed, oh, I'm hurt, call 911, call 911. And then just a few minutes later, you get a phone call from the police. Somebody called 911. My son Alok took it literally and he went to call 911. And the police showed up at the door because once he called them, they cannot be turned away. So there were some very fond memories. I mean, I could talk a lot more, but I think I should stop here. He was an amazing man. I'm going to miss him. the dining table, the meal is never going to be the same ever again for me. I mean, having him by my side when we had shared the family meal was an amazing experience. I know grandma is a great cook. I don't know if she became a great cook to meet his expectations or his expectations made her a good cook. But it was almost like eating dinner with an artist and an art critic. So the tastier the food tasted, the next time, I mean, his expectations would rise and there would be more comments about it. He would very heartily praise a meal and then he'd say, I'll give you a B plus. So I don't know what an A plus would have been. But he was an amazing man. I'm fortunate to have known him as a human being, and I'm even more fortunate to have had him as a father-in-law. Thank you all. I'm going to miss you.
Ladies coming, family members are there. Savita?
Hi, my name is Priya, and I'm here to say thank you and farewell to Jivanbhai. He was my great uncle, and I'm here representing his brother Natubhai's family. Dilipbhai is my father, and Harshitbhai is my uncle. My entire family is very sorry if they are here, but I'm hopeful that I can represent them with their words today. This is a note from my Harshitbhai, my kaka, Jivanbhai's nephew. I was very fortunate to have a wonderful uncle and aunt to take care of me when needed. They have been my guardians since 1965 when I lost my father, Dr. J.K.'s brother. He grew up in a very active household with children of 3 brothers, his dad and 2 uncles, and streaming guests on a regular basis. His mother insisted on becoming a doctor. Destiny brought him to the USA, and ultimately Bloomington, where he decided to settle and raise his beautiful family. Our strong family ties always held us together over the years, no matter where in the world we were. He never forgot his humble beginnings. He always led a very simple life with no pretensions and was always ready to help all, family, friends, and community. With love and deep gratitude, I say goodbye. Harshit. Here's a note from my father, Dilipbhai, Jivanbhai's other nephew. My first memory of Kaka was when I was going to his wedding in an oxen bullock cart and staying in Bankanar. I was the designated person to escort Kaki home from Bankanar after the wedding. Another very strong memory I hold of Kaka was when my Bapuji passed away. Kaka sat with me in Idara. He was 16 years old, and told me that the age difference between him and my Bapuji was almost exactly the same as him and myself. That gave me comfort in an impossible time in my life. Once I came to the US, we connected on the phone. Apparently he got even better at that. I remember him coming on a trip to Yellowstone Park with us, and he visited quite a few places we've lived over the years. Kaka didn't hesitate to come see me in Las Vegas right after I had my triple bypass surgery. I knew I could always count on him. His passing marks the last of my parents' generation across our extended family. It's an end of an era. I wish I could have been there in person today, but I'm grateful for the time we've had together last week. Thank you, Kaka, for everything. Philip.
Thank you, Marie. There he is.
Friends, I'm going to miss every day or every time that I would receive a call from Jivanbhai. Jai Shri Krishna. How can I describe a person who has so many qualities? You know, I should try and not describe it. Only one sentence I can say about his qualities is, I have never seen in my life a person having so many good qualities. So I'm so lucky that I was associated with him for the last 30 years across many fields. But every field that he entered and I saw, I in that field, he just contributed so much to it that I can't describe it. The family members have already told you how patient he was, how understanding he was. He was a giver, he was not taker in this world. He was very optimistic, he would encourage everyone. I will just tell one thing about him, that I was his physician. He didn't need a physician, but I was just there. In fact, his influence, his visits, which were probably a couple of maybe a year, his visits to me were curing me than what I could do for him. He was a healthy man, he was a wise man, he was very encouraging, and I was comparatively much sicker than him. And he was so kind to me, I felt like, oh, I'm an important doctor in his life. So this is what Jivanbhai was. The very name Jivan means life. And he really showed how life should be lived. Friends, I will listen. You are going to miss him, I know, but I'm going to especially miss him. At least I would like to think that. And in the last few years, I was also seeing him much closer because we were bridge partners. Okay. And he used to play bridge together with Savita Ben. And that association of 67 years showed on the bridge gate who was who was making the bids. Savita Ben has a great knack of bidding and with lots of guts. Jivanbhai had a tempering effect, slow down. And they played bridge beautifully. And that's how I would describe Jivanbhai and Savita, beautiful life. Thank you.
Thank
Coulson? Sanjay, if you want to go.
My name is Sanjay Saxena, and Dr. Patel was one of the big reasons why I ended up in Bloomington, which gave very nice family support as well as a very good working environment. He was the first one to offer me a job. I was in my residency, and he was the first one to approach me. And he called me his home, and he said, Sanjay, you can come and join me, and if you like, stay. If you don't like, you can leave. I don't mind. So I said, Dr. Patel, you know what? There's usually an employment contract. So, so if you get something, an employment contract, we'll just definitely look at it. I like Bloomington. I have a family support here. I would like to come here. In between, there was some time passed by, and I got another offer, and I signed it because there was a contract there. So, and then he got mad at me. Sanjay, we were talking, right? Yeah, we were talking. So he said, what do? You signed, you're going somewhere else? I said, no, they gave me a contract. He said, what is this contract? Why there has to be contract between me and you? Okay, you like it, you stay. You don't like it, leave. So I said, no, well, there has to be, what kind of contract is this? So I showed him the contract. He said, okay, I'll work on it. So he got it all ready, and I think it was all nice. And he said, Sanjay, I'm signing it. Don't sue me. I said, no, we're not going to sue each other. This was the guideline. But I was glad that I joined him into practice. But I don't know, the expectation of some of the people I see. In the first year, I was asked very often, so did you marry his daughter? No, I married his partner's daughter. So, and then some of them, they'll enter the room and say, Kencho. And the only thing I know, Pajama, and then they'll start in a fluent Gujarati and say, Gujarati, niya, no. So I don't know whether they're very disappointed that Dr. Patel got somebody who does not even know Gujarati and did not even marry his daughter. But it was, I had a very pleasant time being in the practice, and he was very honest. I found it very gentle, very warm person. And some of the things he says in innocence and really flattering for me. One day he comes, I think he never watched Hindi movies, but he watched one and he said, Sanjay, I watched a movie, the hero was okay, but I told Savita, Sanjay is better looking than okay. So I said, which movie was that? I got kids, who did he see? Who was the hero here? So he said, I don't remember the name. I said, okay, well, that makes me curious. So I said, I can't ask him whether he's good looking or not good looking. So, but he told me that that hero was very good looking. So I'm glad that he found me that but he was very honest with me all the time, and what he tells with honesty also, I think one day he tells me, Sanjay, I'm telling you, you will be very unpopular in my practice. I said, what happened? He said, you don't carry dum-dum in your pockets. You'll be very unpopular if you don't do that. I said, okay, well, I'll carry some. So I start carrying, but after that, being a trustee of the temple, he was so helpful in all the ways. I think asset for this community, I think we'll all miss him. But there's so much to learn from him. I've never seen him getting mad or anything. He has a way to tell even the harshest thing he would tell. One other thing that he called me one time and said, I'm very disappointed. I said, what happened? He said, there's a rumor you going around with somebody else. I said, what happened here? I said, no, I think the only one you're going to see me is my 3-year daughter. That's it. So, but then he clarified that rumor was about somebody else. It wasn't me. So no, Sanjay, now I'm fine because it's not you, because I think he knew my wife from the chat or say. So I said, okay, I was very glad, but he would be very direct to me about anything that he wanted to say. So we'll all miss him, but certainly we are here. So anytime you call us, we'll be there. So, and your hospitality, we all appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Bunch of Golson. Golson. Golson.
Very. I think Golden.
I had the privilege of knowing Dr. Jivanbhai Patel from the time we moved to the town in 1985. It is extremely hard to describe a person who was like a saint. I'll share a few impressions with you. Dr. Patel was a renowned pediatrician with very soothing and calming voice for the babies as well as for the parents, especially the new parents. And in fact, majority of the kids who are grown-ups now, they have gone through Dr. Patel's loving care. He was a community leader who was involved in multiple social and religious aspects of our Twin Cities. He would do a lot of things, but give the credit to others. He had a big heart and he was a very kind person. Dr. Patel was in the core group of Sunday bhajans that started in 1970s and ultimately evolved into Hindu society. You just heard the prayer, Vaishnav Jan Ko Tena Re Kahiye Je. He was the one who translated from Gujarati to English, Hindi to me, and made me understand the meaning. And that's a beautiful, if you look at the wording on the handout on the second page, that's exactly the true profile of our Dr. Patel. When Hindu temple was becoming a reality, he was involved in every aspect of starting of the temple and had been continuously supporting it since the opening. He was a proud Rotarian. He joined Sunset Rotary Club in 2002 and was an active member for 23 years. And we will miss him in that club also. Dr. Patel was an exemplary person, devoted to his family, a father, grandfather, and a great-grandfather. Not too many people are blessed with these precious milestones in life. We will miss Dr. Jivanbhai Patel. May God give peace and moksha to his soul, and may his memories be a blessing to the family. Hare
If anybody else would like to have a moment to share, a quick little thought about my father, feel free. Yes, short little things if you'd like to share your thoughts with them.
I have a short one.
Thank you all for coming. My name is Lee, I'm Suji's husband. And obviously amazing, man. I mean, just the community coming here and such great support is tribute to that. But one time, we were around the kitchen table doing, I'm sure planning a meal, and we were missing some ingredients that could only be bought at an Indian store, locally, a grocery, small Indian store. So doctor said, Lee, you come with me. And I'm saying, all right. And there wasn't like a million times, it was just he and I in the vehicle or just alone, whatever. So we drive there, and I'm a bit of a power shopper, and want to kind of, I think I can do this in 5 minutes. We walk in, the store owner, and maybe here today or not, was so happy to see me, was so like overjoyed. I'm like, wow, the doctor's very popular, you must buy a lot here. So I was like, okay, no problem. We start a little bit of shopping, but immediately we are pulled aside to have tea. And then some desserts. And then, I should be staying for dinner, obviously. So we sat, I think it was clearly an hour in this. And they had the best time. I couldn't understand what they were saying. And I was there with, I think, the children having tea and whatever else they gave me. And I'm like, I have no idea how long this is going to last. But it was such a wonderful experience. Obviously, welcomed me in open arms the day, I think they, you met me, certainly when we got married and every time since. So an amazing man, an amazing family, friends, and we will miss him.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I think your presence here is a testament to who this man was. He touched so many people. His life meant so much, and we are all richer for having known him. At this point, we're going to have a closed ceremony for the cremation. So can the family please stay? We're going to go ahead and have a procession for cremation. And everyone else, I truly appreciate the time that you've spent being here today and everything you've meant to him during his entire life. It has been an incredible journey, and we are all honored to have been a part of his life, and I'm sure he would say the same to every one of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Got it.